Excellent stuff. How are you, dear?
I am nice, great, and wonderful. How are you?
I'm very, very good. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Kandi Sharma. Let me play part of her song first, then we're going to wheel up and then we're going to talk, all right?
Okay, cool.
Same rhythm. And this is called Mass Addiction.
Loud it. So when the clock comes on, when we touch road, when we touch stage, how do I paid when the clock comes on? Stop fighting, stop waiting, misbehave. You're the one for me, the cutie remedy. With you I belong, yeah. Always there for me, sweetest melody. I feel it so strong, yeah. I can't go without you now. There's no way, no chance, no how. And every year you come around, you're raised with spirits, true you sound. To you I'm addicted. Feel like I'm high and I'm lifted. My head feeling twisted. Cause your love is wicked. So when the clock comes on, when we touch road, when we touch stage, how do I pay when the clock comes on? Stop fighting, stop waiting, misbehave. It's clear to see we have mass addiction.
Mass Addiction is the name of the song. Kandi Sharma.
Restrictions is taking over me.
So let me go back a few years. I did say this last Saturday, but let me go back a few years. The eruption that took place in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Got involved in doing collecting stuff and sending it off to St. Vincent. And I remember that there was a group at Zoom. And I saw this infectious smile on the Zoom. And I later got to find out that it was a young lady that resided in Luton and was heavily involved in collecting stuff, which was you, Kandi. So your roots are from St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Correct. You are, yes.
That let's talk about that time. You know, you got heavily involved in collecting stuff for St. Vincent, didn't you?
I did. I really, really did. I mean, you guys set the foundation and I guess the standards for us of what was needed, what type of things were needed, and how to get it out there as well. Because logistically, we were just like, what do we do? Like, it just felt like a panic moment, you know? But then just managing to see how everybody was organizing themselves, it gave us all the kind of guidelines of how to go forward. And I remember being on that Zoom call and thinking kind of like, I felt like a very small fish in a big pool, but we all had the same agenda, which was the whole point, you know? So no one felt excluded. I just felt like I didn't know what to contribute. And then it came to me because everybody had drop-off points in these main central locations and there wasn't one in Luton. And we have a really large Vincy community here and in the surrounding areas. And so I had contacted Nally and them to say, you know, like, I want to be a Luton drop-off point. And they was like, there's no way we can kind of like fit that in logistically. And I was like, can I do it then? If I get the stuff to you, can we do that? And they're like, yeah, that's fine. You need to get it to us in High Wycombe. And so I have to say the community surprised me so much because I genuinely thought I put the notice out, made a couple of videos, a little post, put it on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and was like, guys, we have 2 days, need to get what I can. These are the items, shout me. And I thought I'd be able to fit this all in my little punto and just take these bits and pieces. And we ended up having to hire 2 vans to carry the stuff to High Wycombe. And it became a almost military style of execution to get everything done. We had a chain gang going to get everything into the trucks, out of the trucks, you know, like to then separate everything when we were in High Wycombe into the right boxes and things and get them sent again now, like on the way to the shipping places. But everybody, like every part of it just connected so well. And everybody just made the effort with the same thing in mind. We were on minimal sleep, you know, minimal food, minimal sleep, but we were just like, but we have to get this done. So it was a great thing to be part of. And that's something I will never forget, honestly.
The reason why I wanted you to talk about this is because I noticed a trend in you. So 2021, I saw Kandi doing all of that stuff for St. Vincent and the Grenadines, which I was involved in. Then about a year later, year and a half later, I saw, okay, she's a DJ as well. Didn't know that at the time. And again, the way that you approached what you did, and you actually DJ'd on the road in St. Vincent.
Yes, I did.
How did that feel for you?
That was, one of those moments when your skin gets tingly and you're like, I was meant to do this. I was meant to be here in this moment. It just felt right. It was an absolute crazy experience because, you're stepping into something unknown in the sense of DJing there. Like, I have been there for many years, been there for many carnivals, so it's a completely different vibe to kind of go in there. And they made me aware, like, this will be your history. You're the first female DJ we'd have had on the road. Like, you would have made your history doing this. So then I felt like I owed it to not just myself, but my family to, like, make everyone proud. So I was like, do job. So yeah, honestly, but it was a fantastic experience. It was well received, and yeah, people have kept that memory for me as well. So that has been epic. Yeah, long may it continue.
Okay, I hope you're listening carefully, yeah? Involved in the community in a very, very big way. First female DJ ever to play on the road in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Let's talk about your music now. Let's talk about Mass Addiction first, and then you can tell us about the other stuff. How did Mass Addiction come about for you?
Mass Addiction came about via so a friend named Gio, who you may know because he has some amazing tracks. He's a very talented man. I was speaking to him about a potential collaboration, and I had a rhythm, but we missed the deadline of the rhythm, the closing date. And so he said, oh, hold on, I may have one more. And he played it to me and he said, do you like this? And I was like, this is beautiful. Like, what? I didn't even have words to explain how much I loved it. I just started writing, and sometimes a rhythm will literally just touch you in that kind of way, and words just start to flow to it. A melody just starts to come. And so that's what happened. And because we're on a time difference, something's happened there.
No way. You keep going.
Okay. Because we're on a time.
My camera.
We're back. Because we're on a time difference of 5 hours from Vincy to the UK at the moment. And so it was now like 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm still here, like, writing and singing and listening back. And I sent a clip to him and I said, like, this is what I'm thinking about with this. And I said, my poor neighbors, because it's now 5 a.m. I was singing into voice notes on my phone to send across to Gio. And we started kind of building upon this idea, and it just grew into something so beautiful. And I had to say big up Gio, because I have a few people around me, another artist named Icon, my bro, another artist named Royal, and these are quality key people. My boy Iceberg is a DJ also in the UK, and these are the people that behind the scenes, they see me trying, they see other things going on, and they're like, just keep going, Kandi, you're so close, just keep going. So, like, for me, it was a moment of, right, I have to do this. Like, I want this so bad. And I had spoken about it being a collab with me and Gio, and he was like, he's doing several projects, but he wants me to push one for myself because he doesn't want me to hide behind anybody else. Also, I've had collaborations and things don't always even go your way because it's not in your sole control. But he's like, make this about you, Kandi, shine your light. And I was like, okay, all right, then we'll do this. But the more I did it, the more I sang it, the more I felt it. And if you're ever doing something, as I said, where you're supposed to be doing it and you feel your own goosebumps come up. And I felt that even in the studio recording it. And I was like, this is meant to be my moment. So yeah, that's how the song itself came about. I want to say big up Rank 784 as well. All the guys who are around me who are in the industry, who hear me either like playing with ideas, hear me moaning about things like, and I'm saying like, can you, they are the ones that are just like, no, Kandi, you got this, and sometimes you just need that from people inside, not yes people, but people to level with you and say like, continue, the road is long, but continue. So I'm really grateful for the people around.
Let me tell you what my first impression was. I saw a little clip on Facebook, and then I did some investigating, and I got the tune, had a listen to the tune. And I think that the first thing that you sit down on the rhythm so nicely, that's an important thing, yeah, because sometimes that doesn't happen. So one, you sit down on the rhythm nicely. Two, it's a love song to Carnival. If you listen to the way how Kandi's singing. It could be a person that she's singing to. Yeah. She's talking about mass addiction, and many of us can relate to that. And
absolutely.
I just felt that this is definitely, sometimes the stars align, and timing is right. And I thought, I have got to talk to Kandi. So we're going to play the song now. It's 10:55 now. We're going to play the song, and then we're going to come back because Kandi's quite busy tomorrow. And I need you to hear about that, okay? So first of all, let's play Mass Addiction. Here it is.
Bakahnal Radio. Bakahnal Radio. Loud it. So when the clock comes on, when we touch road, when we touch stage, how do I pay when the clock comes on? Stop fighting, stop waiting, misbehave. You're the one for me, you're the remedy. With you I belong, yeah. Always there for me, sweetest melody. I feel it so strong, yeah. I can't go without you now. There's no way, no chance, no how. And every year you come around, you raise with spirits, true you sound. To you I'm addicted. Feel like I'm high and I'm lifted. My head feeling twisted. Cause your love is wicked. So when the clock comes on, when we touch road, when we touch stage, how do I pay when the clock comes on? Stop whining, stop waiting, misbehave. It's clear to see we have mass addiction. There's no hope, it don't give me system. Me not fight, zero restrictions. It's taking over me. Hey, 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 I can't go without you now. There's no way, no chance, no how, no, no. And every year you come around, you raise with spirits, true you sound. Hey, to you I'm addicted. Feel like I'm high and I'm lifted. My head feeling twisted. Cause your love is wicked. So when the clock comes on, when we touch road, when we touch stage, how do I pay when the clock comes on? Stop fighting, stop waiting, misbehave. To you I'm addicted. Feel like I'm high and I'm lifted. My head feeling twisted. Cause your love is wicked. So when the clock comes on, when we touch road, when we touch stage, how do I pay when the clock comes on? Stop fighting, stop waiting, misbehave.
Her name is Kandi Sharma. This is called Mass Addiction.
When you hear that song,
And she's here on the Soca Shuttle here on Bakahnal Radio. Like I said, great delivery of a song. Tell us about tomorrow, Kandi. Tell us what is happening tomorrow.
Well, Martin J, since you asked, I am going to be performing in Luton Carnival on the ramp stage in Wardown Park. I'm telling people from around 2 p.m. because I know my friends' timings are ridiculous. So we'll say from 2 p.m., right? On the ramp stage, Wardown Park, Luton, for the 50th anniversary Luton Carnival. It's a big one. It's a special one. And it's very close to my heart as well. Not just being a Lutonian, but also it's one of the first carnivals that I ever played mass in. So it's set the experiences as a child for me, and be able to perform. And I have my track to perform. I will also be DJing and bringing both in. So we're getting a bit of everything in there.
Tomorrow, Luton is the place to be. Kandi Sharma, definitely a name to look out for and support. Like I said to you, you can see that there's a trend. Whatever she puts herself to, she's going to do it, and she's going to do it with venom and vigor. And I really, really respect that. Kandi, thank you very much indeed for talking to us.
Thank you so much for having me.
And we're going to keep on pushing you, and we're looking forward to more songs, which I'm no doubt are going to be coming your way very, very soon.
Absolutely. I do have another track on the release in the process at the moment, which is a feature track with Flanker called Soca Fetters, which is more of a jump up song. So we have a mixture coming out this year for sure.
Kandi Sharma on Bakahnal Radio. Thank you very much indeed. In fact, you know what? Let me play it for you. Here it is. Kandi Sharma together with Flanker, and it's called Soca Fetters.
Yo, ranks.
Yo, Blanco.
Kandi Sharma. We wanna party.
Let's go.
We just wanna fet. We fetting. Whole day we fetting. Fet. We fetting. Whole night we fetting. No jump up and get on, let me see you. Get on, no wave up and get on, everybody. Get on, we going to color fet. We going to water fet. We going to every fet. Thou shall not miss a fet. We having a time of life. We doing what the hell, whatever we like. Good energy, hello. Good energy. When we on the road, it's a fetting episode. It's fet. We fetting, whole day we fetting. Fet. We fetting, whole night we fetting. No jump up and get on, let me see you. Get on, wave up and get on, everybody. Get on, we going to color fet. We going to water fet. We going to every fet. Thou shall not miss a fet.
All night we fetting hard. We having a ball outside. So study no behavior. We no business at all. So reflexologist, 20 mix from honey wrist. Plenty guys in high lyrics. Every fet be taking it. Real like the fet, real west. All night we bust real sweats. One thing me not forget. How could I ever miss a fet?
We fetting, whole day we fetting. Fet. We fetting, whole night we fetting. No jump up and get on, let me see you. Get on, away up and get on, everybody. Get on, we going to color fet. We going to water fet. We going to every fet. Thou shall not miss a fet. We wanna party.
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 So we go jump up together, wave up together, drink rum together like a bird of a feather. Jump up together, wave up together, drink rum together. We no business the weather. Fet. We fetting, whole day we fetting. Fet. We fetting, whole night we fetting. No jump.
Her name is Kandi Sharma.
Let me see you. Get
Together with Frank, that's called Soca Fetters.
everybody. Get on.
Kandi, God bless you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Going to water.
And we'll
Thank
talk
you
to
so much. Thank you so much for having me. Take care of yourself.
You're welcome. Bakahnal Radio. This is the Soca Shuttle with Martin J. Should I leave the Facebook feed live? Because all you're going to see